In this session, we shall concentrate on finding the convolution integral between two infinite duration signals. In previous sessions, we have seen how to obtain the convolution sum. So, convolution sum we obtain it for discrete time systems, and convolution integral we obtain it for continuous time systems, the linear time invariant continuous time systems. So, in case of convolution integral, the first step is we have to sketch x of t and h of t, identify the left end and right end of y of t, so that we understand what is the duration of y of t, for which duration we need to compute y of t. And then one of this, either x of t or h of t, we have to reflect about the origin, and both of these signals then we have to sketch with respect to tau. This is because we have to evaluate this convolution integral expression where we obtain y of t is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau. So, since here this x of tau and h of t minus tau, they are variable in tau, we sketch the signal x of t and h of t with respect to tau. So, x of tau we sketch. In this expression here, h of t minus tau is nothing but h of minus tau, that is reflected signal impulse response, and that is shifted by an amount of t. So, this convolution operator is commutative. So, you can also write this expression as h of t h of tau into x of t minus tau also. So, either way you see after sketching x of t and h of t, which is feasible to reflect and go on shift. Based on that you take a decision which you take it as x of t minus which you take it with respect to the index t minus tau, and which you want to take it with the index tau. This decision we have to take by observing both these sketches of x of tau and h of tau. Okay. And then once you reflect one of these signal, then to obtain y of t for t which is less than 0, we move on shifting left the reflected signal, and for obtaining the values of y of t for t greater than 0, we generally shift right this reflected signal. So, either way, then the multiply the two signals, that is the other one and the reflected and shifted signal, these two we multiply with each other, obtain the product signal and integrate the product with respect to tau. This is what here. So, one of this signal is here, in this case it is x of tau, and the reflected and shifted signal is h of t minus tau. So, one signal you keep as it is, the other signal you reflect and shift. So, reflect, shift, multiply, obtain the product and then integrate is the rule of evaluating the convolution integral. So, for t less than 0 we have to reflect and shift to the left side, and for t greater than 0 we have to shift to the right side the reflected signal, obtain the product, integrate and evaluate the integration. This is what we have to repeatedly do for the entire duration of t for which y of t exists. Now, let us do this by considering one example. So, consider here that we need to obtain y of t where h of t is given as e raised to minus 2t u of t, and x of t is e raised to minus t u of t minus 4. So, we should be in a position to correctly sketch this x of t and h of t. You observe here x of t is e raised to minus 2t u of t, h of t is e raised to minus 2t u of t, and x of t is e raised to minus t u of t minus 4. Now, here the multiplication of u of t represent that this h of t exists from t is equal to 0 to infinity with the amplitude of e raised to minus 2t, and this x of t which is e raised to minus t u of t minus 4 represent here that this exists from t is equal to 4 onwards up to infinity, and its amplitude is e raised to minus t. So we have to then, as per this definitions of ht and xt, let us sketch this x of t and h of t. So this is the sketch of xt and this is h of t. You observe here x of t exists from 4 onwards up to infinity with amplitude e raised to minus t, and h of t is e raised to minus 2t from t is equal to 0 onwards up to infinity. What I am doing here is, first let us obtain the left hand and right hand of y of t. Both these are infinite duration signals. So the left hand, if you observe, left hand of this x of t is 4 and that of h of t is 0. So 0 plus 4 is 4. And the right hand of x of t is infinity as well as h of t is infinity. So right hand of y of t also will be equal to infinity. Now we reflect h of t about the origin and obtain h of minus t and then designate it as h of minus tau. We will sketch back this x of t also with respect to tau and redesignate it as x of tau. So I have sketched here this x of tau and this h of t, which is reflected and redesignated as h of minus tau. E raised to minus 2t is the amplitude of h of t. So h of tau is e raised to minus 2 tau, and h of minus tau will be e raised to minus 2 into minus tau. So minus 2 and minus tau becomes e raised to 2 tau. So here this amplitude I have represented it as e raised to 2 tau. Now to evaluate the convolution integral, as you know that for t less than 0 we go on shifting left this h of minus tau, and for t greater than 0 we go on shifting right this h of minus tau. Now what is your observation here? At t is equal to 0, if we multiply these two, you observe here there is no overlap between x of tau and h of minus tau. That is, the amplitudes of x of tau and the amplitude of h of minus tau, they do not overlap to each other. So either x of tau is 0 or h of tau is 0. So the amplitudes, that's the positive or negative amplitudes, they are not overlapping with each other. Therefore the product, if we multiply these two together, the product is 0. So this, we need to evaluate this integral, that is integration from minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau, and we need to shift, multiply and integrate. Now we have observed that for t is equal to 0 there is no overlapping and y of t is equal to 0. You further observe it. So there is no there is no point in going on shifting this h of minus tau to the left side, because then there will be no overlap between x of tau and h of t minus tau if you go on shifting it to left side, and the product will be definitely be 0. So what we do is we go on shifting it to right side. Then you suppose you imagine that you are shifting it towards the right side and observe it up to t is equal to 4 or t less than 4. What is your observation? So you have to imagine that you are moving this h of minus tau towards the 4, and you will observe that up to t less than 4 there will be no overlap between x of tau and h of t minus tau, and therefore the product is equal to 0. So even up to t less than 4 the product is equal to 0. And we have already evaluated in the first slide that the y of t starts from t is equal to 4 onwards. So for t less than 4 y of t is equal to 0, because these two, that is x of t and h of t minus tau, they do not overlap. X of tau and h of t minus tau, they do not overlap with each other. So this integration y of t from minus infinity to plus infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau is equal to 0. This is for the duration of t which is less than 4. Now for t which is greater than 4, we have to need to observe. Now here you observe for t is equal to 4, you observe that they have the amplitude at 4. So these two overlap at exactly at 4. So this integration, if I am evaluating at t is equal to 4, then y at 4 will be equal to integration from 4 to 4 x of tau h of 4 minus tau d tau. So this product will be existing only for 4, so it will be from 4 to 4. And then we'll go on moving it towards the right side, this h of 4 minus tau further. If you little bit move ahead also, what is observation? You will observe that these two will go on overlapping from this 4 onwards up toward this end of h of t minus tau. What is this end of h of t minus tau? You observe here, when here t is equal to 4, this h of t minus tau is existing up to 4. If t is equal to 4, this is 4. If t is equal to 5, that is if I am sketching this as h of 5 minus tau, so this one more times you have to shift this side, and you will may observe that this will h of 5 minus tau will be existing up to 5. So in general, if it is h of t minus tau, our observation is that it will be existing up to t. So here you observe that the amplitude of x of tau is e raised to minus tau, and that of amplitude of h of 4 minus tau is e raised to minus 2 4 minus tau. So our observation for t greater than or equal to 4, that the two overlaps from 4 onwards up to this instant of h of t minus tau, that instant is t. So see here, I have shifted this h of minus tau by an amount of t to this side, which is beyond this t, which is greater than or equal to 4. And our observation is that this h of t minus tau exists up to t. So then these two overlap to each other from t is equal to 4 onwards up to t. So tau is equal to 4 onwards up to t. These two products, these two x of tau and h of t minus tau, these two overlap with each other. So we shall write this integration as y of t is equal to integration from 4 to t. So the amplitudes you observe, they do not change. It is x of tau is e raised to minus tau, h of t minus tau is e raised to minus 2t minus tau d tau. Now we have to evaluate this integration, substitute the limit of this integration, and obtain the value of y of t for t greater than or equal to 4. So these both are infinite duration signals, will be moving on this h of t minus tau along this axis towards this right side, and every time you will observe that the overlap will be there from 4 to t, whatever the value of t is. So y of t is integration from 4 to t e raised to minus tau e raised to minus 2t minus tau d tau. Okay, so let us evaluate this integration now. Thus for t greater than 0 we are evaluating, so I split this e raised to minus 2t you take outside, so inside it is minus minus plus, this becomes e raised to 2 tau. Now this is e raised to minus tau and this is e raised to plus 2 tau, so if you combine this together, this is e raised to tau. So it is e raised to minus 2t integration from 4 to t e raised to tau d tau. Now what is the integration of this? E raised to tau. E raised to tau with respect to tau. So its integration is e raised to tau by 1, that is e raised to tau. And you have to substitute the limits from 4 to t. So you have to substitute tau is equal to t the upper limit and 4 the lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. So it is e raised to t minus e raised to 4. So this is for t greater than or equal to 4. I can multiply inside this and rewrite this equation as e raised to minus t minus e raised to minus 2. Sorry, now here this should be, what this should be? Minus 2 here. I have done a mistake here. So this should be 2 here. Okay, this is not 4. And this equation we are getting it for t which is greater than or equal to 4, this y of t. For t less than 4, y of t is equal to 0. So this y of t we can also write it in terms of a step signal by simply multiplying this with u of t plus u of t minus 4. So y of t is equal to e raised to minus t minus e raised to minus 2t minus 4, u of t minus 4, of 2 minus 2 t minus 2 u of t minus 4. This is 2. Okay, I hope that you understood this. Now in the second example we need to obtain the step response of the system if impulse response is e raised to minus 2t u of t. Now the step response of the system is nothing but the output of the system to the step input, that is x of t. We have to consider it as a step input, that is we have to convolve u of t with this e raised to minus 2t u of t, and generally the step response is designated by s of t. So instead of saying that we are evaluating y of t, now we will say that I will be evaluating s of t, the step response of the system, by considering x of t is equal to u t. So x of t is sketched here, which is u of t. So I am sketching it with directly with respect to tau, and then h of t, which is e raised to minus 2t u of t. In the previous example only we have sketched this. I have directly reflected this about the origin and written here. Now this is e raised to plus 2 tau. So when you sketch it as minus tau, this is e raised to plus tau. Okay. So this is h of minus tau, which is e raised to 2 tau. Now for t less than 0, if we shift this to the left side, there will be no overlap between x of tau and h of minus tau. So y of t will be equal to 0. So we have to go on shifting this h of minus tau to the right side, and there will you will observe that there will be overlapping. Now this is the instant of t of this h of t minus tau. If we go on shifting this along this axis towards the right side, you will observe that these two will overlap to each other always from 0 to t. So s of t, therefore we write it is equal to integration 0 to t, x of tau's amplitude is 1, h of t minus tau is e raised to minus 2 t minus tau d tau. So to evaluate this integration, this e raised to minus 2t, I take it outside, integration 0 to t e raised to 2 tau d tau. So if I evaluate this integration, integration of this is e raised to 2 tau by 2, and then substitute the limits 0 to t. So this s of t, you will get it is equal to e raised to minus 2t into e raised to 2 tau minus 1 by 2. So you can also write this as s of t is equal to 1 by 2 inside the bracket 1 minus e raised to minus 2t. So this is t, not tau. There are so many mistakes in this slide. So this is t. After replacing tau with t, this is t that we have to take. When we multiply e raised to minus 2t with this e raised to 2t, you will get this as 1 and this e raised to minus 2t. Now this product of u of t indicate that this s of t exists for t greater than or equal to 0. In general, if you are obtaining the step response of any system in terms of impulse response, if impulse response is existing from minus infinity to plus infinity, then the general definition of s of t to write, we observe that this amplitude is only for understanding purpose. I have sketched here. I am not taking it to evaluate this actual convolution between this h of tau and this x of tau. I am generalizing this step response expression in this by sketching this h of tau. So this sketch may be anything, amplitude may be anything from minus infinity to plus infinity. So this amplitude only for understanding purpose I have taken. Okay. So for what we do is, while we reflect this x of tau and about the origin, and go on shifting it to left side and right side for t less than 0 and for t greater than 0. So, what is your observation here is, so if the h of tau is existing from minus infinity to plus infinity, the overlapping always will be there from minus infinity up to this instant. So, x of t minus tau, if you sketch up to this instant of t, the overlapping will be always there. So, s of t, we shall write always that integration from minus infinity to t h of tau d tau. Now, depending on the amplitude of this h of tau, this integration can be evaluated further by observing the amplitude of h of tau. So, that is from minus infinity to 0, how much is the amplitude, and then from 0 onwards how much is the amplitude, or the amplitude is, if it is divided in between this also with various amplitude. Based on that, you can evaluate this integration. So, step response s of t is equal to integration from minus infinity to t h of tau d tau. This step response in terms of impulse response can be obtained by evaluating this expression. Okay. So, thank you very much dear students for your patience hearing here.